This is ShadowQuant, Market Brief, brought to you by AriesLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Monday, June 15, 2026, and this is the New York pre-market. Now, let's get into it. Gold is up on US-Iran optimism, and the S&P 500 is pointing to a gap-up open. Let's break down the key moves and what's ahead.
The S&P 500 is at 741.75, up 0.5%. The Nasdaq 100 is at 721.34, also up 0.5%. The Dow Jones is at 513.06, up 0.7%. The Russell 2000 is at 292.95, up 0.8%. Among the top gainers, ENA jumped over 11,000%. Bain surged almost 100 times, and EAR gained over 2,600%. The biggest losers, TGIF dropped almost 100%, CSDR fell almost 100%, and TCO dropped almost 100%. The technology sector is leading with a gain of 0.8%, while healthcare is down 0.1%. The utilities sector is up 1%, and energy is up 0.7%.
Cypher, what's the latest on earnings and filings?
There's no major earnings report today, but there are several SEC filings. Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, Inc. filed an 8K, as did Powerfleet, Inc., Digital Brands Group, Inc., eRock, Inc., and Capital One Financial Corp. Dividends are in play. SAM paid $0.21, fee $0.02, MERPK $0.40, FRO $1.55, and BBI $0.10. The market is watching for any signs of corporate activity that could shift sector sentiment.
Pulse, what's the economic calendar looking like today? Today's key event is the U.S. Industrial Production Report. The data shows a moderate rise in output, but it missed expectations by a small margin. The Fed funds rate is at 3.62%, with the 2-year Treasury at 4.5% and the 10-year at 4.45%. The yield curve remains flat at a 39 basis point spread. Inflation is still above target, with CPI at 4.17% year-over-year and core PCE at 3.29%. The labor market is still strong, with non-farm payrolls up 172,000 and unemployment at 4.3%. The dollar is strong, with the trade-weighted index at 120.8. Tomorrow, the FOMC meets and will likely make a decision on rates. The market is watching for any signals of a pause or further tightening. Spectre, anything on the risk radar?
Risk desk is quiet today. No elevated signals.
Apex, what's the look ahead?
Watch the FOMC decision tomorrow. It could shift the market's tone. The S&P 500 is testing key resistance and the dollar is holding strong. Bitcoin is showing signs of a rally while gold faces a technical hurdle. Keep an eye on the Eurozone trade deficit and the ECB's policy stance. The most important thing to watch, the Fed's rate decision and its impact on the yield curve.
If you're finding value in this analysis, support the project at patreon.com/ShadowQuant. Patrons get early access to every episode, weekly AI analyst scorecards, and daily intelligence briefs. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that follow button and leave a rating. It helps more traders discover the show. We appreciate you. This is an AI-generated market briefing by ShadowQuant. All information is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Market Brief. Stay tuned for the New York session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.